Yes.
Good afternoon. I'm now going to call the Wednesday, February 14th, 2024 meeting of the Norfolk County Commissioners to order. On Wednesday, March 29th, 2023, Governor Healy signed into law Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023, an act making appropriations for the fiscal year 2023, which includes a 2-year extension of the option for public bodies to hold remote meetings by suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20. That action was effective immediately, extending the current option for remote meetings through March of 2025. I'm going to ask everyone to stand and join me in saluting the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Flag.
of the United States of America,
to the republic which stands
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Justice
Thank
for
you.
all.
I'm going to call the roll, and then we're going to go into executive session. Commissioner Stady,
I am present, sir.
Commissioner Collins. Present. Commissioner Shea is present. We have a quorum. We have a motion, please, to go into executive session.
I'll make the motion. Motion to go into executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, Subsection A, Subsection 3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body and the chair so declares.
I'll second that motion as read.
I have declared, and I will say that at the end of the executive session, we'll go back to the remainder of our regular agenda. We will complete our agenda today. So I'm going to take the vote to go into executive session. Commissioner Stady,
Yes, sir. I vote yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
And Commissioner Shea votes yes. We are in executive session. Bill, if you'll handle the folks in Zoom land, again, we're going to return for a full meeting.
Okay.
Richard, I have the warrant list. Do you want me to read that when the time comes?
Yes, could you?
Yeah.
I don't have too much here. My packet was kind of thin, and I don't only I have a couple of letters. I don't have the warrant. I don't have the appointments. Oh, I can do the agenda. I can read it off the agenda. I get the agenda. Sorry.
Yeah, you have the personal. Oh, do we have your permission to use your stamp on the votes?
Yes, sir. You do.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're above the legal limit there, Joe.
The decrepit old 79-year-old man.
Wow, that's nice.
I know.
Nicer ways to say
I
it.
feel better than I have in months, though.
Good, good.
Okay. We're back on the record on our February 14th, 2024 regular meeting. I'll draw your attention to item number 4, minutes of the open session meeting of February 7th, 2024. There's a typo there. It says January, it's February,
Right.
which is last week.
It was last week, right? Right.
Yes.
I would move the minutes as corrected to reflect February 7th, but otherwise it looks fine.
Second.
Motion made and second, all in favor?
Aye.
The minutes are approved. Thank you. Next, number 5, appointments, we have none. Number 6, public comment. Each week on our agenda, we have a public comment item reserved for people in Zoom land who are on this call, who want to speak, or anyone that can come in and speak to the commissioners. Ask Director Cronin, has anyone come in to see you?
No, sir.
Okay. Out in Zoom land, is there anyone that wants to address the commissioners on any subject today? Last call, any subject, anyone want to talk to us? This concludes the public comment section. Number 7, all business. I have none. Number 8, we have a credible service request form from an employee. As you know, under our new and improved, and I believe it was in the old personnel book, hirees that come to the county and have formerly had state or county or city service and other entities are allowed to carry over some benefits. We've dealt with 3 or 4 of them in the last year or so. This is the 4th one, I believe, that we got. We have a memo. It covers it extensively from Michelle Labadini, Director of Human Resources. I believe it's in order, and I'd like to deal with this request today, and I believe this is the 3rd or 4th that we've gotten in the last year and a half. Of course, we're not hiring right now, so, but we are aware, so to speak, that it is in there, and we've decided to stand by it. I know this has been passed by our legal counsel, and we're ready to go. So any questions? I'd like to dispose of it today, but whatever you want to do is,
Richard, you're muted.
Richard, you're muted.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
You're all set.
Thank you.
You're all set.
Thank you. Sorry. So, I was trying to, kind of process all this information, and the counsel for us raised some serious concerns in her letter. I think they've been addressed. I hope they have been. I was trying to read her memo and then Michelle's memo. I guess the key thing would be relying upon Michelle. Is she good with this in terms of following our law, in terms of the new book and the old book? That was part of the question I had too. Is this fulfill the letter of the law? It doesn't, regardless who the individual is. Does this fulfill the letter of the law?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And is the person looking for, is the person going to be is this person retiring and looking to get a pension, or just to get credible service? What's the issue before us?
The issue before us is the individual had service in another jurisdiction, as Commissioner Stady indicated.
No, I'm Commissioner Stady.
I'm sorry, Commissioner Shea. And as a result, he's looking for vacation accrual change. This particular action would provide 1 additional annual week of vacation retroactive to July 17th, 2023.
Oh, okay. That's it?
That's all it is.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I do see that. I read that. Okay, that seems pretty simple. So Michelle is on board. Everything's okay as far as, and Michelle Lamborghini is all fine with it too?
Yes,
I
sir.
think somebody
Yes,
she was.
Michelle Aberdini and Michelle McNulty are on board, and we have confirmation from the organizations that that individual did serve the time that he indicated. Thank you.
Okay. And the city council position is a paid position as well, right? That was one of her issues? That's paid. Correct.
We're
Okay.
trying to maintain anonymity on the request, but to answer your question, yes.
Okay, sorry. Okay. All right, I didn't know it had to be anonymous. All right. Well, okay, so what's the motion? That's all I had for questions. That was all. Sorry.
I believe the motion is to grant 1 week of credible service to this employee per his request, and we can cite our rules and regulations.
Effective July 17th, 2023.
And it's effective July 23. 17th is the actual date.
So the motion would be to credit the individual petitioner, the additional week of vacation credit beginning July 17, 2023.
Correct.
That suffice? All right, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Number 9, personnel matters for consideration. Do you have them, Commissioner? Well, you have them.
I do. Would you like me to move those, Mr. Chairman? Be glad to.
Sure.
All right, we have 2.
Yeah,
Move the following, the Norfolk County Agricultural High School. Move the following: notice of resignation of Melissa No of Franklin as a cafeteria worker, 10-month at the rate stated, effective date 2/16/24. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye. And the second one is notice of contingent employment for Erica Columbi of Rockland, Mass. As a student laborer at the rate stated, effective date 3/25/24. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote.
I do not have payroll expense warrant.
Commissioner Collins is going to do the payroll expense warrants
Okay,
in short today.
all right.
Commissioner Collins.
Okay, I might make a motion, we approve warrant 24-32 payroll of the county in the amount of $146,767.25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye. It is a vote. Next.
The second and last item on the warrant list is 2224, expense of the county in the amount of $50,810.62. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, it is a vote. Thank you. Number 11, report on the American
Sorry, that is 11. Sorry. Yes.
American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, Director Cronin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the commissioner's information, you have 4 grants that are currently in the portal, sitting at level 1 being examined. 2 are from Boxborough, 2 are from Bellingham, and 2 are from Dover. We'll monitor the movement of those grants as they progress to level 2 and ultimately for your consideration. Following last week's large approval, this is the activity we see currently. The second update is to let the commissioners know we've received what appears to be the first closeout memo that were due March 1st. This particular item came from the town of Sharon yesterday as they explained their financial position. Sharon is one of those communities that used their ARPA money extensively for infrastructure projects. They are currently managing a $30 million infrastructure project funded in large part to the county's ARPA grant. They respectfully request if any additional funds become available that Sharon be placed in consideration. As I've mentioned to the commissioners prior to this update, this process of closeout will be an intensive level of communication with each of the communities. I plan to get back to Sharon in the next several days to work through their closeout memo and to help them identify how much money they need to request in additional funds and to place that into the portal for consideration. So they have some steps they still need to take to wrap up what they intend to do with their funds and to request additional monies, but we'll circle back with them over the next several days to help them get there. Right now, that is all that I have for the ARPA update this week.
Any questions of Director Cronin about ARPA? Okay, number 12 is superfluous. We have no ARPA warrants today for approval. Is it 1:30 up there yet?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Number 13, bid openings at 1:30. We have no bid openings. Number 14, contract awards. I see no contract awards today. Number 15, report of the county director.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a few items. Wanted to pass along our thanks to our Human Resources Division, which helped coordinate recent blood pressure screening for Norfolk County employees. It was held on Monday. 22 people made use of this benefit. Furthermore, yoga will be held at the Registry of Deeds between 8 and 10 weekly. Please contact our HR department for more information. The Aggie will be hosting a yoga starting March 6, 2024 as part of the overall wellness program through our health benefits agent, Mayflower. I want to announce that our CIO, Sam Evans, has informed us that the state has released a cybersecurity grant program. This is something Sam's been eyeing for quite some time. This particular grant, if we are successful in our application, could fund between $100,000 and $300,000 for various cybersecurity upgrades. One of the things that Sam's exploring right now is partnering with a municipality. On Monday, I reached out to the Dedham town manager, Leon Goodwin, and explored his interest in perhaps partnering with the county to develop a cybersecurity grant application. He had great enthusiasm for the idea and immediately informed his technology director to reach out to Sam. We'll leave it to those two folks to develop a partner grant application that we'll submit to the state. So stand by, it could be a significant grant opportunity. I expect next week our 2021 annual report will be in your hands as a draft for your consideration. Again, we're waiting for the FY22 audit to be completed before we submit the 2022 annual report for your consideration as well. As last week, you approved the Westwood Weights and Measures signature to authorize the county to engage Westwood as the latest entry into the Weights and Measures program. I just wanted to announce the demand is still growing for the program. Dedham, in my same conversation, expressed a strong interest. They wish to join the program in July. This particular increase in demand has placed our existing resource, the one hire that we brought on last year, at full capacity. He's actually over capacity right now, but he's doing the best he can. We'll be looking to bring on another FTE in FY25, subject to appropriation. Currently, the county has fulfilled its hope when we started the fiscal year of having up to 5 communities engaged by the end of fiscal year 24, and that has happened. You have Westwood, Needham, Franklin, Rentham, and Canton now actively involved in this program. I think the word is spreading. It's a very well-run program, excellent resources, and our Weights and Measures hire is doing a great job. Bill Mullen. Just a heads up to the commissioners and to those listening, we have a scheduled finance committee meeting on February 16th at 1:30. It will be virtual, just to give them updates on some changes we're looking to make for the FY25 budget, and have some conversations about the capital budget as well. And for my 2 other commissioners' information, I did announce that all the performance evaluations for mid-year performance were completed last week. Commissioner Shea and I completed my performance review this afternoon. Happy to share that with any commissioner, should they show an interest in doing so. Happy to share that. So at this point, that's all I have, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Give me the 5 communities again that
Sure.
use the service.
Westwood, Needham, Franklin, Rentham,
And Ken,
and Canton.
thank you.
You're welcome.
And how can I forget Franklin? Okay, any questions of Director Cronin?
I'm all set. Good job, John. Thank you.
Okay, emergency items or any other item that the chair deems that we should do. I have 2 social. One is a calendar item. We have a full meeting of the Agricultural School Board at 6 p.m. tonight. It's our regularly monthly meeting. And today is Valentine's Day, and I want to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. Last call before we adjourn. Anything else? We'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved. We'll be
Second.
adjourned at
Motion to adjourn made and seconded. All in favor? Aye.
1:36. Aye. Aye.
This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you later on.